Hey everybody, welcome back and happy Sunday. Happy Sunday fun day. All right, guys, so I know that I've said this in all of the other videos, but right now I am not on camera because I am at my parents' house in Orlando and they are doing a family barbecue today. So there's going to be, like I said in the other videos, a bunch of little children running around, and the last thing that I need is a MacBook and a Sony camera and a mic sitting there for their little hands to grab and think that it's a toy. So I was like, not today. Not today. I am locking my shit up in my room. I'm locking myself in this room. I am recording, and then I'll go enjoy the barbecue. It's still only 10:30 a.m. here, guys. Anyways, we're back to talk about the Real Housewives in New Jersey, especially Margaret Josephs, because there is always more drama coming out and more elaborating on the drama that's already happened. So before we do, if you guys haven't already, go ahead, pop off in the comment section. If you're not subscribed, get subscribed. Don't forget to hit that notification bell, and let's jump right in.
Cause no one can do it like we do it, like we do it, like we do it. Cause no one can do it like we do it, like we do it, like we do it.
All right, guys. So where do we begin? Yeah, well, probably right here. That's exactly where we're going to begin. I wanted to just talk about this because it actually, it piqued my interest. Margaret Josephs addressed the pizza drama between Teresa Giudice and Louis Ruelas, also Melissa Gorga and Joe, on Heather McDonald's podcast this past Thursday. Juicy scoop! Before admitting to filing a police report against Louis after learning he was allegedly involved in a smear campaign against her brand deal with Walmart, the New Jersey Star revealed that she kept what she knew about Pizzagate to herself as she shared new details about the failed business. Margaret! Out here just getting all shady and shit. We like it. I kept my mouth shut. I knew all about it, and Melissa and Joe said it to me. You know, they said to me, please keep it quiet. I didn't want to hurt Teresa and Louis' relationship. I was there for the whole thing, and I was like, I'm not going to say one word because it's a new relationship, and I want their relationship to work out. So I was actually being a good friend to Teresa. I didn't want the world to know what happened, and Melissa and Joe really wanted it to work out for them, and they're like, forget it, we're going to bury it. But according to Margaret, she wanted all good things for Teresa at that point in time. She was a different person then. Now, while Teresa and Louis had planned to go into business on a pizza-based subscription service, they ultimately pulled out of the idea, with Louis claiming to have lost $250,000. By the way, that's a shit ton of money and close to the same amount that Shannon Bedore is claiming that she had to spend when it came to the Bellino lawsuit. I think she said 300. Anyways. Looking back at the moments when the deal fell apart, Margaret said that she and her husband, Joe, rushed to the Gorgas home after Melissa called her very upset that Joe was having a freak out. I heard the screaming. Louis was like, this is for your sister. We'll give you 5% of the company. Joe's like, I thought of the company. It's my nephew who's importing the pizza ovens for you. You did all of this behind our back. You've ghosted our phone calls, and now you're going to give me 5% of the company. That was my idea. Now we're not doing this. They had changed the name. It was going to be No-Nos, and it came out Skinny Italian. They had boxes made, and then Louis was like, all right, well, I'll give you 10%. And Joe's like, we're not doing it. It's so stupid. They wrote gluten-free on the oven. Who writes gluten-free on an oven? Okay. After hearing what was going down between the two couples, Margaret said that she told the Gorgas to forget it and just let it fly. And Joe was like, it's such a slap in the face. First of all, that's bullshit. Okay? Because if I come to you with an idea and you go and you're like, yes, we're going to be doing the idea. And then you go behind my back and you take your shady ass and you try to take my idea. And then you try to somehow patent the idea. You get a trademark on the idea. I don't care what you do with the idea. But then all of a sudden you come back to me and you say that you own the rights to it. So you better pay up, or listen, you're going to get a lesser percentage. This just feels dirty. It doesn't surprise me, but if in fact this is true, and mind you, I always say that there's three sides to every story. There's Louis, there's, Joe and Melissa's, and then there's the truth somewhere in between. But this was the same thing that I thought about Ariana Maddox and Katie with Chef Penny. It's like, why did Chef Penny go get the trademark for something about her when something about her was born out of Katie and Ariana? Why did they even let her go do that? I think it's a shady business move, and it's a way to have, it's like a control tactic. I just don't like it. I think it's bullshit. Oif. Okay. After hearing what was going down between the two couples, Margaret said that she told the Gorgas again to forget about it and just let it fly. I mean, she said Joe was like, it's such a slap in the face. He was just so hurt. And then they were like, forget it. I'm going to eat. And Louis was like, I'll eat the pizza ovens. I don't think it was $250,000. I think that was a gross exaggeration. So they agreed not to talk about it. And I was like, fine, nobody's going to talk about it. We went to filming. We're like, we're not bringing this up. I want her to be happy. Then when filming began, Teresa started accusing Margaret of trying to hurt her on the heels of the leak of Louis' Warrior video. And immediately she starts accusing me. She got hyper defensive, and Louis got very aggressive with me. But as for her police report, Margaret said that she contacted the authorities after someone associated with the partnership informed her that they had been contacted. I was informed by someone with the Walmart deal who signed an affidavit for me. I did file, that's a fact, police reports about that, about harassment, because I was like, this is crazy. He hired a smear campaign to try and smear my name, said he wants people to go after my Walmart deal, contact Walmart executives, and say negative things about me. Even Bravo had to shut something down that Melissa's old nose did admit to, and she was reaching out to sources saying things about me that weren't true. And Bravo usually does not like, this is why last year, you guys don't know this, but well, some of you guys might know this. Last year, I did an interview with Margaret Josephs. It was a great interview. And when we did the interview, we eventually ended up taking the interview down because one of her castmates got really offended by it. And I had a conversation with Bravo, and we didn't go through. Honestly, I just had Margaret on. It wasn't even like a big deal at the time. I don't even think the show was on. I think the show was not on, actually. But then when I had the conversation with Bravo, they said, Adam, this has been a complete nightmare trying to like wrangle in this cast. Like social medias, they don't stop. Everything that we're doing is putting out fires. It's damage control after damage control after damage control. We're so sick of this shit, and we don't even know what to do to like make it stop. It's like now, if anything, we had to do a social media ban on them. We had to tell them that they can't share spoilers, that they can't share screeners. Jennifer Aiden. And then Jennifer Aiden comes out and she's like, listen, Andy, everybody shares things with bloggers. Everybody talks to the bloggers. Everybody shares screeners. Not everybody. Not everybody. But now it's okay, because if you look at Jennifer Aiden, she's really, really good these days. Because if you look at her social media, she just posted a video with Teresa Giudice walking to a beach club, and she's like, and that yet another beach club in Turkey. She's like, wow, what a fabulous life we live. And then Teresa was like, oh, yeah, a fabulous life. And I was like, honestly, look, I love that they're living their best lives right now, because who knows what the future. Well, Jennifer Aiden, from what we're hearing, her future on the show is gone. But for Teresa, we don't know. So live it up right now while you can. I would live it up stress-free, because the minute you get back to Jersey, you don't know how you're going to be stressing. Because I want to hear your thoughts. Pop off in the comment section. If you're not subscribed, get subscribed. Don't forget to hit that notification bell, and we will see you next time. Just no hot, messy topics tomorrow. Don't forget about that. I love you guys. See you soon. Bye.